New York City Department of Environmental Protection in 1996 resulted in worsening flooding conditions and health hazards due to the cessation of pumping and the capping of 69 wells, and whereas these actions have caused groundwater table levels to rise to dangerous proportions, leading to water elevations generating severe flooding conditions throughout the Southeast Queens area, and whereas prior to the cessation in 1996, the Jamaica Water Supply Company pumped 60 million gallons of water per day out of the ground for distribution throughout Southeast Queens, keeping this community's groundwater levels low and manageable, and whereas in the year 2007, the New York City Department of Environmental Protection acknowledged that water had risen 35 feet since capping the wells and declared that flooding would be a major problem in the Southeast Queens area, and whereas residences, businesses, and institutions of learning continue to face irreparable foundation and property damage, as well as potential health hazards due to the growth of harmful mold, according to FEMA, and whereas the results of excessive flooding to homeowners, businesses, and institutions of learning within the boundaries of Community Board 12 have been detrimental at best, catastrophic at worst, and whereas the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and the New York City Department of Environmental Protection appear complacent in allowing the citizenry of Southeast Queens to suffer the repercussions of the agency's collective neglect until the year 2018, when pumping temporarily resumes for the benefit of the city. Therefore, be it resolved that Community Board 12 Queens, New York supports our constituents' request for an immediate, comprehensive plan of action to diminish the flooding of Southeast Queens, and be it further resolved that due to its urgency, said action must take place prior to the passage of any New York City and or New York State 2014 fiscal budgets, and be it further resolved that Community Board 12 Queens, New York requests the state's assistance with the necessary funding to rectify this issue, and be it further resolved that the State Department of Environmental Conservation uses their oversight authority to ensure pumping is restored, and that the Department of Environmental Protection immediately resolves the problem of the high water table and groundwater flooding in Southeast Queens. It is certified Adrian E. Adams, Chairperson, Community Board 12, and approved by the general body of Community Board 12, February 20th,